Hello and welcome to the virtual Knox County Schools orientation for students and parents of returning students. Hopefully this quick session will refresh you on our policies and procedures for technology use in our schools and allow you to check out your student's computer in a more efficient manner this year. So first, why are we using technology in our schools? Engaging these students and making education relevant is critical, and for our schools to continue to be effective and fully prepare our students to be college ready and career ready and leaders of tomorrow, they must be familiar with technology. So what I hope to do is review our students and parents about the guidelines, expectations, and policies surrounding the use of technology devices. So at this time, you should have received a technology device agreement with Appendix A as technology device procedure and an expectations packet. Please ensure that you complete all contact information on the device agreement. If you did not print this out already, please return to our website and print this information before you watch the rest of this presentation. So first, use of the device. The care of the district technology device is the student's responsibility. Students should not lend their technology device to another person. So to be clear, it is the device of the district. It is not the student's device to own. It is the student's device to use, and the parent and student assume financial responsibility for damage to that device. Therefore, we do not recommend that you let other people use the device because they may not be as trustworthy with it as you would be. Students should never leave the technology device unattended. Students need to charge their technology device each night at home so that it is fully charged when they arrive to school each day. Failure to bring the district-issued technology device or other class materials does not release a student from his or her responsibility for classwork. And you'll see in parentheses it says no personal home device. Just because you have your personal laptop in your computer does not work as a substitute for the district-issued technology device. The technology device is the property of Knox County Schools and may be collected and inspected at any time. Students have no right to privacy for any material on a district technology device. Each technology device has a unique serial number and asset tag. Students should not modify or remove the tag. Students should not write on, draw on, or add stickers or labels directly to the technology device. No form of tampering will be permitted. It is the student's responsibility to back up projects and content. Students may want to purchase a flash drive for this task or plan to store their materials in the cloud. And to add on, this year, every student will receive a Google Apps for Education account, which comes with a nearly unlimited amount of Google Drive storage. If a student's technology device is not working or is damaged, students should report the problem immediately to the help desk. If a student's technology device is lost or stolen, the student should report the loss immediately to the administration. But let's be clear. If the device is stolen off of campus, parents should file a police report before notifying the school. So basically, to be clear, if it's lost on campus, notify the principal. If it's lost off campus, first notify the police. Students are responsible for using the technology device according to school and district policies and procedures. Each student will be expected to use the school-issued protective covering. Your student received a protective covering last year since you are a returning student. If your student does not still have that protective covering or it is damaged, you will be expected to replace it. Student or device covers can be purchased from Amazon for relatively cheap. When carrying the device to and from school campus, it is advised that the device be placed in a backpack, bag, or other carrying case. It is recommended that if students use a backpack, then the technology device should always be placed in the backpack with the ports side facing up to keep pencil, lead, and other debris from jamming into the ports. Technology devices should be kept at room temperature and should not be exposed to extremes of hot or cold. Students should not leave their technology device in the car, and students should not leave their technology device outside. Students should keep liquids and food away from the technology device. Students should not use cleaner sprays, alcohol, ammonia, or abrasives on the technology device. Students should clean the cloth with a soft, lint-free, very, very lightly moist cloth. Students should always keep their technology device in the protective covering when not in use. Students should not leave the technology device in a place where someone could accidentally sit or step on it. This device will be yours for the remainder of time you're here at school, so please take care of it. You will receive the same technology device and protective cover back each year. Now, if you look in your repair and replacement guide, you'll see the costs for theft, non-preventable damage, and preventable damage, which includes negligence, willful damage, or recklessness. So to the parents and the guardians, please monitor your students' home use on the internet with this technology device. It's recommended that you provide a place in an open area of your home, such as the kitchen or family room, where the device will be used. Use the internet with your students to help develop safe internet habits. Frequently ask to see your student's technology device and ask them how they are using it. Review with your student the programs installed on the technology device and ask them what each program does. Do not hesitate to contact your school if you have any questions or concerns about the technology device. Parents should set and enforce rules for internet and phone use. Time limit on the internet, instant messaging, and social networking sites, online gaming, etc. are recommended. Parents should ask and know students' personal usernames and passwords. Parents should have access to their students' email. If you would like to check the history, depending on the browser, Firefox, you can go to History, Show All History. Safari, you can go to Bookmarks, Show All History. And if the history is empty, ask them why, because it should not be. Parents should monitor social media use, even though it is blocked by KCS network filters while on school property. Be aware of which social media sites your students use and monitor their postings. Talk with your kids about their permanent digital footprint. Be alert to any cyberbullying and notify school immediately if it involves another student. Parents should ask and know students' personal usernames and passwords for their social media sites. What's prohibited? It's prohibited to try to bypass our filters, use another student's username or password, share passwords, download or installing their own software, tampering with the hardware itself, and using chat rooms, instant messaging, social networking sites, and hosting non-school approved web pages. Which one thing we ran into last year, hosting your own approved web page does also include hosting your own server for certain games like World of Warcraft or Minecraft. Materials that are unacceptable in a school setting are of course inappropriate on the school computer. Pornographic, obscene, graphically violent, vulgar music, sounds, language, videos, or other materials are also inappropriate. Do not download or transfer through an external drive. Additional information can be found detailed in the technology device packets and expectations or procedures and expectations packet that you should have downloaded. So this is an overview of deployment. Right now you're in the middle of step 1. You're virtually attending the returning students with expectations and procedures packet available. Hopefully you've printed that. Now at this time your student and yourself should sign that agreement. And then on Monday the 10th, they can bring that completed packet in to pick up their charger and device either before school or during lunch on the 10th, the 11th, or the 12th of August. Again, they can only pick up the device during lunch or before school. They should not ask to do it during class, they should not ask to do it during 5-minute breaks, and they should not ask to do it after school. It is just before school and during lunch. If your student has failed to pick up their device by beginning of school or lunch on the 13th of August, so that actually gives them 4 days, 10th, 11th, 12th, and 13th, then you need to come to deployment night on the evening of the 13th. Our expectation is that we will have all computers deployed by the beginning of school on August 14th, which is a Friday. When the student picks up their device, they will create a student account and log into the device. Student accounts will be done a little bit differently this year. Last year they were done through Active Directory, but we ran into a lot of what are called keychain issues, so students will actually create their own local account on the machine. So this completes our presentation. So you can contact the school administration if you have any questions. If they cannot answer your question, you can email me. I am ryan.milani@knoxschools.org. That is RYAN period MILANI @knoxschools.org. You can email me and I'll be more than happy to reply. Thank you and have a great day.